Hi.
Hi.
Well, here we are again. It's been a month now and things are getting a bit better. Last time you saw me being taken with a helicopter to the hospital. When I arrived there, I was operated upon immediately.
Jesus, man, what's happened?
Okay, 5 broken ribs and a collapsed lung. I've already been operated upon.
Surgery, yeah.
Which is quite strange. It's so very strange and surrealistic here. I've been lying there for maybe 2 hours, but all the nurses are coming, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand a word they're saying. I have no glasses on, so I am very blurred. I don't see anything. I'm in my underwear, on my socks on, with a gold leaf something. Yeah, you laugh.
Yeah, it turned out that he had a collapsed, perforated lung and 5 broken ribs.
There was a hole of 3 centimeters between my lung and my chest.
Yeah,
that was filled with blood and fluid. That's what I felt also when I fell. And that needed to be sucked away. I still don't know what exactly happened. All I can remember is that I was standing on the roof, and the next thing I remembered, I was laying down on the floor. I think a rope was tied on my foot or my middle. I don't know. I really don't remember. It's a gap. Only thing I remember is bam! I'm lying here around the branches.
And I was sitting over here because I was a bit tired, and the boys were over there, and I saw Jacob going down. But you were lucky.
Yeah.
You could have broken your neck, your hip, your arms, legs.
My spine.
And your spine, yeah. So,
yeah.
And even you could have been dead.
Yeah, I was lucky. Yeah, I had no control. It's the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. So I spent a week in hospital with 2 IVs, with an oxygen mask, and a tube on my chest. And at one point I even had a catheter, which was a bad experience. I was laying in a small ward with an older man left to me and even an older man right to me who were in worse shape than me. I hardly moved for 5 days. I was just laying on my back and let everything happen. I was so glad that Maggie visited me twice a day. This was the highlight of the day.
I drove back and forth from the hospital twice a day with food, stuff and water. The weather is terrible. You're a hero.
The food in the hospital wasn't really that great. But on the other hand, I didn't want any food because I was not in the mood for eating. I was really trying to heal myself.
But I wanted to be with him. And it was strange to do everything by myself, alone at home. It was really, really different than normal. And then you notice that what thing you do together all the time. Yeah. When you go by car, he is opening the gate, and then I drive from the way here downstairs, so I don't have to do anything.
No.
But now I have to do the car and open the gate and go back in the car and drive down and then close the gate and no light in the house when you are come at home in the night. Yeah, it was really different.
Yeah.
But I did feel comfortable at home, and I bought every day fish and eat fish every day, so he wasn't home. So
I'm not a fish lover, no. Fresh fish, okay, but okay. So now I'm back home. I was driven home by ambulance. Okay. See, I mean. And I don't want to tell a lot more about my hospital visit here, except that Maggie helped me pull through, and she was really great. I've written a blog entry on our website. If you want to read it, you can. I put a link in the description below. I've gone into great detail also to get it off my mind. So if you want to read that, it would be my pleasure. You can also leave a comment there. And so, then for 1 month, I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
That's hard for me. I couldn't stand up, I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down.
You couldn't pee?
No, from the bed. It was getting out of bed with 5 broken ribs is, I can tell you, difficult. That comes with a lot of groaning and a lot of pain. I couldn't do anything. So, and that meant...
I had to do everything.
Everything.
Caregiving, support, laundry, the dishes, the cooking, the groceries, and doing the things in the garden.
This morning we had friends here and they helped us with the stairs. It was still lying over there. And yeah, it was nice. And they did some other stuff. So I'm lucky. Now I'm going to clear the road over here because there are still logs lying down. And if we need some more gas, then the car is coming over here and he has to drive all the way up. So I have to clean the way up there. It's a good exercise, really. How are you?
I'm making a report of what happened to get it to my mind, to put it on paper.
That's
It's going to
good.
be a long story, but it's still in my head, so I think I need to do that.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not going to do a lot.
No, you can't.
Too much yesterday, it was too heavy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I can play in the garden. Yeah, okay. All the lavender is growing great. It's really nice. It's so good. And the courgettes, zucchinis are doing well, but the beans, there are only 2, 3 doing their best, but the rest is dead, I think. I don't know why. Maybe the soil is not good. I thought I did it right, but it was a storm and there was a lot of rain. Maybe it's also a problem. Tomatoes are still there, except one. And the beetroot is going. And the onions are strong. And yeah, I like the flowers, so I'm not going to cut them. And look over here. It's so great. Japanese wineberry. It's so good. And we have here, look. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
After a half year. It's still working, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Where the hiding place is here. Good morning, everybody.
So after 6 months of just being abandoned, the Pluvio system, it still works.
That's great, be careful.
Ow.
Yeah, that's great, because now it costs me a lot of time to
Yeah.
water plants
Yeah.
by hand.
And it's still a half an hour in the morning and a half hour at
Yeah,
night.
and Jacob needs a lot of attention,
Uh-huh.
so that's good.
Good.
And
Also the work.
yeah, also the work.
Yeah, because right when I went to hospital, I was in the middle of all kinds of projects. So Maggie is applying a layer of epoxy, which is quite toxic, so she's gonna, yeah, that's my girl. I can't do it, it's too painful. Yeah, going well, right? Good work.
We received this amazing cabinet from friends and want to put them in the taverna. So I cleaned the taverna, it's much better now, just a mess. And also the new closet is fantastic, it's so beautiful.
Fortunately, Enrico Savaleta, our hero and our savior, found some time during the weekends to help us with finishing the kitchen. So he did the tiling, and he also did some work in the bathroom. So they were finally able to
Together?
Together with Maggie, because I couldn't lift. So they did the bath and they did the glass wall
and the door.
and the door and the door. Yeah.
And Evans came?
Evans, yes, yep. And Evans made great progress in the garden. He was like a stormtrooper that was like 4 or 5 days going everywhere, back and forth, and he did a great job.
Yeah, we couldn't do that in weeks.
No.
It's raining, but it's fun. I tried to make a fire here. And place for the bricks down here. Some spooky stuff. So now the garden is almost finished.
At least it's cleared of rubbish. Finally, after 1.5 years, it's clean.
Yeah, the chicken coop is demolished, and the apartment over there
It's finally clean.
empty, and all the wood from the trees.
Yep. It was stacked, and he did some work on Uber Mountain. He did some work on Unter Mountain. He flattened out pieces of the garden. So yeah, that was really nice.
And if all goes wrong, our sewer get clogged.
Yep. We couldn't use any water. No.
No toilet, no bathroom, no
Kitchen.
nothing.
The dirt water came outpouring in our cellar.
And then we
Decided to try to solve it ourselves.
Yeah.
So I had a vacuum cleaner and 20 meter of pipe, and Maggie pushed, I couldn't do it, Maggie pushed the pipe all into...
he was staying aside and come on.
Yeah, and she carried out 50 buckets of dirt, dirty water. Let's not go into detail, but you can imagine what comes out of the sewer. We thought we solved it.
Yeah, no princess life here.
How's my lovely wife doing?
I'm okay. Bit tired.
Yeah, your lovely husband cannot do anything, just follow you on his own pace. I'm just walking around like this, you know, feet for feet, doing absolutely nothing.
Granddad. Really, granddad.
Oh yeah. Well, smile. Okay, ow, this hurts my hand up. Stupid. 2 days later, it was clogged again. So then we called a company we found on a website, and they came the next day, and they did actually the same as we did. Yeah.
And I think if you did 10 centimeters...
Maybe 10, 20 centimeters more, maybe 10, but they had a tube of 30 meters, so they were able to declog it.
Never a dull day.
No, really. Yeah, they were nice people.
Now we know how the system works here.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if we had a septic tank or we are on the
yeah,
main road.
Yeah.
We
but
didn't
we are
know.
connected to
Now
the
we
main
know.
road. Yes.
So
and we have a small lid there we can check, and so that will not be a problem in future anymore.
But it was really unpleasant on that moment because you couldn't do anything.
No, I couldn't lift a bucket. Yeah.
And I have a lot more energy than I thought.
Yeah, and more strength also. Yeah.
Yeah, but now my hand is not good.
No, yeah.
I did too much.
Did too much, yeah. So now we are delayed by a month from our original plan.
There was always something with that.
We found a swallow here, a young that fell out of the nest. Okay, I'm gonna put them high up. But now, finally, things are getting better again and we can hit the road.
And we have an appointment with our granddaughter in Croatia.
Yep. And then afterwards, we will go to the Netherlands because we have business to do there with our family house.
Yeah, an appointment with the doctor and the dentist.
The dentist, yeah, the tooth is still not good. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support.
Yeah. Very nice reactions.
Yes, I have received lots of attention, lots of nice support on YouTube and on Facebook. Old colleagues, old friends called me and showing their sympathy, and that really helped actually. Because to be frank, I was broken physically and also emotionally. This has never happened to me before in my life, and
You wanted immediately go to Amsterdam, huh? To the Netherlands.
Yeah. It's going to be a pivotal moment in my future being. I still don't know what to think of it, but.
Now it's a really good feeling because we finished the list
Of everything.
Yeah.
And which is also nice that we are going back in our camper. We're going to crawl back into our small life. And we'll keep you informed because we love being in the camper.
Yeah, our camper life. Hey,
Yep.
Mosquito. Go on. Go away.
Go away, shoo shoo.
Mosquitoes are coming.
So, right, bye-bye. Thanks for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And everything is okay here.
Yeah, I'm still alive.